Good evening, everyone. This is Robert from RJL 518, welcoming you to another exciting edition of Inside Pitch. The 1976 season is underway. Today's date is May 16th, 1976. We are at Three Rivers Stadium as the Los Angeles Dodgers take on the Pittsburgh Pirates tonight. The Dodgers are 13-18, fourth place, National League West. Pirates 16-12, third place, National League East. The Dodgers historically won this game 6-0. Reason why I chose it: good pitching matchup, I felt, so should be fun to play. We are using the beta rules for Inside Pitch. So for those of you who do not know that play this game, Chris Davis, the creator of Inside Pitch, has released new beta rare play and main charts. I do recommend getting them, printing them out, and of course, play testing them before he makes them official. I did help him out a little bit, and Chris actually watched a little bit of my games and was very pleased to see what he was watching. But he's also asking for input from many others. So if you got some feedback, please let him know. He is definitely looking for help in trying to make this the last revision he has to do for this awesome baseball game that we like to play. So without further ado, let's take a look and see who we got. On the mound for the Pittsburgh Pirates will be Jerry Royce. 14 wins, 9 losses, a couple of saves, 3.53 ERA. Royce, of course, will be a Dodger later in his career, but not with them this time, but not with them here. So he will pitch for the Pirates. So we got a good crowd here at Three Rivers Stadium. Subtracts 1 from strikeouts and 3 from walks. 98 homers were allowed. Pitcher's Park, but you never really know how the dice can roll. We are using black, yellow, and white for tonight to represent the Pirates. The black die will be red first and will be from the top, like always. Let's get started, everyone. Let's play the top of the first inning. Leading off for the Dodgers is second baseman Davey Lopes. 241 average, 4 homers, 20 RBIs. We're all set for some baseball. Another great regular season matchup coming up. Let's see what we get. Royce will get the first pitch. And that is a 2-6. It's a strikeout, and the 3 got him. Struck him out. And Royce gets strikeout number 1 just like that. Next man up, left fielder Bill Buckner. Had a good year with the Dodgers that season. 301 average, 7 homers, 60 RBIs in left field. He had excellent range. I'm pretty sure the Red Sox could have used that range in 1986, but as a Mets fan, I don't have a problem with it. Royce will pitch, and we got a 1-5. That's a range play. Buckner will swing 2-6. That's a single past second base, but it's a range play, and that is hit to Rennie Stinnett. His range is a 4. Does he prevent the single from getting by him? Yes, he does. He will turn that single into a ground out. He will throw to first for out number 2. And we got next up center fielder Dusty Baker, the Lizard. 242 average, 4 homers, 39 RBIs. Royce with the pitch. And that is a 1-2, and that is a double question mark. That 10 is too high for either one, so it's a blank. Baker will swing 3-6, and he grounds it to short. And a 1-2-3 inning for Jerry Royce. For Jerry Rolls Royce. Bottom of the first coming up, starting pitcher for the Los Angeles Dodgers will be Bert Hooton. 11 wins, 15 losses, 3.26 ERA that season. Hooton gets the call tonight. We'll see if Hooton hears a who, shall we say. Leading off for the Pirates, second baseman Rennie Stinnett. 257 average, 2 homers, 60 RBIs. Hooton coming on with the pitch. And that's 4-1. That is a double question mark. That 17 is too high for either side, so it's a blank. Stinnett will swing 4-4, and he gets a base hit past short, and that's going to be a single. Stinnett leads off with a single. He will hold at first. Third baseman Richie Hebner comes up to bat. Hebner batted .249, 8 homers, 51 RBIs that year. The infield is halfway. We will check the strat. And that is a 3. Stinnett has a good chance to steal. That is a steal attempt, and we're going to send him. Stinnett, stolen base rating 15. Hooton +1 is a 16. Catcher for the Dodgers is Yeager, has a -1 arm. So a 1-15, Stinnett is safe. He's safe. Rennie Stinnett does steal second base, and he will go there. He will go there. Stolen base for Stinnett. That takes away the double play chance. Now we'll re-roll the strat, see if anything happening there. That 12 says no. Hooton will now pitch to Hebner. And that is a 2-4. And that is a strikeout chance. The 11 is going to be too high. Hebner will take a swing. 1-5, and that's a fly ball to center field. That is out number 1. Can Stinnett try to get to third with the new rules? Let's see. Base running rating 3. Fly out to center. Let me check the rule on that here. So fly out to center -1 makes it a 2. Center fielder for the Dodgers, Baker, is a 0. So in order for him to get to third base, he needs a 1 or a 2. A 1 or a 2, he's there. 3 to 5, he holds. 6 could be out. That is a 3. He'll stay where he's at. So there is 1 down. As now it's no longer just a base running check. Now you actually roll. Here's Al Oliver for the Pirates. He is in center field. Had a good season for the Bucks. .323 average, 12 homers, 61 RBIs. The Bucks are off to they're getting better. They're 16-12. That's not bad. Remember, this team only finished right behind the Phillies by a game, I believe, in the National League East in '76. Anything happening on the strat? 14, no. Hooton will pitch. And that is a 2-3. Home run, ? Oliver is a lefty. A 1-14. The 14 does pass. Against a righty, though, Oliver is a 12. A 1-12. Oliver goes yard. No, it's a 16. So he will get the swing. 3-3, and he does hit a deep fly ball to center field, but Baker's going to have plenty of room, and that's out number 2. And now we'll Stinnett again. That ball's hit to center field. Baker again. Stinnett again. We'll see if he goes to third. That 2 means yes, it is deep enough now. So Stinnett does go to third base. As his base running rating was a 3, -1 is a 2, and there was nothing from Baker, so he does get there. It was deep enough, and kind of trying to feel that just missed a home run. Here's first baseman Bob Robertson, .217 average, a couple of homers, 25 RBIs. Let's see if anything happening on the strat. 7 says no. 2 outs. Hooton with the pitch. And that is a 1-5. That's a strikeout. That 15 is high. Robertson will swing. 1-2. That's also a fly ball to center field, and that will be caught. So no runs and a hit for the Pirates. Stinnett got himself there to second, but 3 straight fly balls to Dusty Baker in center takes away the threat. After 1, no score. Top of the second coming up. Leading off for the Dodgers will be Steve Garvey. He is at first as usual. .317 average, 13 homers, 80 RBIs. Royce with the pitch. And that is a 2-2. Strikeout, 19 is high. Garvey will take a swing. 5-6. That's a star 3, and it's going to be a ground out to third. 1 man down, and the batter will be the Penguin. Third baseman Ron Cey, .277 average, 23 homers, 80 RBIs. Royce with the pitch. 3-6, that's a range play. Say will swing 2-3, and that is a line drive to first, and that's hit to Robertson. His range is a 3. He will make the catch, makes the play there, and that's out number 2. So line out to first. 2 men away. Next up for the Dodgers is right fielder Joe Ferguson. He will be traded to the Cardinals later in the year. Royce with the pitch, and that is a 6-1. That's a possible error. Ferguson will swing 6-2, and that is a ball hit to the shortstop. Now, the new rules on a possible error, on an error question mark, okay, now that is no longer an error. Now it's a possible infield single. He went ahead and made some changes. That is an S6, which means infield single. The new beta rule is no error chance, roll 1d6 versus batter base running rating. If roll is higher, batter is out. Otherwise, single, all runners advance 1 base. So now it is an E question mark and an S6. So now it is a possible out. Ferguson's base running rating is a 3. Does he make it to first? No, he does not. He is thrown out at first, and the inning is over. So that now becomes, instead of an S6, that is now a G6, and the side is retired. So that takes a hit away from Joe Ferguson, and 1, 2, 3 go the Dodgers. And that is part of his new beta rule, and we're going to use it as written. I did ask him about the hit and run from last night, and he said that he did not really consider that in the system. He will take a look at it and see if any adjustment needs to be made on that kind of play on an infield single if a hit and run is called, for a chance for the runner on first that would maybe get to third. He's looking into it. Bottom of the second coming up, and it was nice to see that play actually come up. Here's the left fielder, Richie Zisk, 289 average, 21 homers, 89 RBIs. One of the reasons why he did put that in there is, and that kind of makes it a little exciting. You know, maybe he could still, it's an infield single, so now it's a chance to beat out the throw. The only time you will have an error now on an infield hit is if it's an error on a throw. Anytime an error question mark or error on a grounder comes up and an S1 to S6 comes up, you now roll against the base runner's rating to see what the runner is. And I do not think I think it's straight BR. I don't think he took the arm into account, because remember, the first baseman and the third baseman do not have pivot ratings. Only shortstop and second do. So it's straight base running rating. Hooton will pitch. 6-4. That's a possible error. Zisk will swing 2-5. That's a fly ball to left field. That is hit to Buckner. His error rating is a 3, but nope, it's not going to be a repeat of 1986. That's a 12, and that is just going to be a fly out the left, as Buckner will make the catch. 1 out. Next up is right fielder Bill Robinson, 303 average, 21 homers, 64 RBIs. Hooton, 1-4, and that is a walk. That 6 is going to be too high. Robinson against a righty is a 6, but a -3 from River Stadium. He will not make the walk. He does swing. That is a 6-5, and against a righty, he's just going to ground that to third. According to his stats, he said using a base running rating now on those kind of hits, the changes in a batter's batting average will be .002. We'll find out as we play along. Here's Manny Sanguillen. He's the catcher. Sanguillen, 290 average, 2 homers, 36 RBIs. 2 men out. Hooton will pitch, and that is a 2-3. That's a home run question mark. Sanguillen, a righty, a 1-8. The 3 passes. Against a right-hander, Sanguillen is a 5. A 1-5, this is out of here. And the roll. Gone! Manny Sanguillen hits one high. He hits it deep to left field, and it is out of here. Manny Sanguillen smacks a home run off of Bert Hooton. He only had 2 homers that year, and I'm going to say this was probably one of them, at least in this game. Manny Sanguillen, a solo jack to go ahead and get the Pirates on the board. That already makes this game ahistorical because the Dodgers shut the Pirates out 6-0. Now the Pirates lead at 1-0. Bob's Tabletop Sports and Tribe Fan 879 join me here at Three Rivers Stadium. Here is, next batter up is the shortstop, Mario Mendoza. Yes, it is the inventor, quote, inventor of the Mendoza line. He batted 185 that year. Mario Mendoza, the Mendoza line man himself. Hooton will pitch. 2-4, that is a strikeout. 16 is high. Mendoza will swing. 4-6, and he chops it to short to retire the side. A home run by Manny Sanguillen puts the Pirates on the board after one. It is 1-0 Bucks. As Bob Tabletop Sports says, let's go Buccos. Third inning. Catcher Steve Yeager leads off for the Dodgers. 214 average, 11 homers, 35 RBI. Royce with the pitch. 2-2, strikeout 4, got him. Strikeout number 2 for Royce. And next up is Rick Auerbach, and he is the shortstop for the Dodgers in this game. Royce ready to deal. And that is a 1-4, strikeout 3, got him. He strikes out Auerbach. Strikeout number 3 for Jerry Rolls-Royce. And that will bring up the pitcher, Bert Hooton, batted .097 as a pitcher that year, or as a hitter. Royce ready to deal. 6-5, and against a righty, that's a blank. Hooton gets the swing, and that is a 2-6. That's a ground out to first, and a 1-2-3 inning for Royce. So Jerry Royce goes through the batting order, not giving up anything. We go to the bottom of the third. Dave Gardner, the Dave Gardner, joins us at Three Rivers Stadium. You know, Dave, I got to tell you, I've been watching your hockey stuff. You're very close to getting me to pick up a copy of maybe Appa Hockey. I don't know if I want to do hockey, but I'm just watching you have fun with it. You guys are great. You're great at that. Yeah, I know you're loving Appa Hockey. I'll tell you, you're making me want to get into hockey a little bit. I don't think I will. I do have something coming in, which I'm not telling anybody about because I want to try it out, and I'll have an unboxing when it does get here. But I got to tell you, Dave, your hockey stuff is just amazing. I just love watching your hockey. We are using the new beta rules, by the way, for Inside Pitch, and it puts a lot more emphasis on outfielder arms, a little bit more infield singles, and also does some work to the strat rolls and hit and runs. It is a beta chart, so I'm using that fully and as written. And me and Chris actually did some. He and I have been conversing on this chart. So, and I also have Adobe Editor, so I've been helping him out with the editing. Bottom of the third. Let's see who leads off here for the Pirates. That would be Jerry Royce. Royce batted .242 as a hitter in 76. Not too bad. Hooton with the pitch. That is a 2-2. Wild pitch, ball 1. 3-4 at the park. Three River Stadium says 4-1. That's going to be a pop out to the catcher. So Royce just pops it out behind the plate. One man down here is Rennie Stinnett. Isn't it amazing, Dave? As a hockey fan, the city of Pittsburgh has the same colors for all 3 of its teams. The Pirates, the Steelers, and the Penguins all have black and gold. Hooton will pitch to Stinnett. He's 1 for 1. Hooton singled his last time up. 1-1, that's blank. Stinnett will swing. 4-1, that's a ground out to third. Two outs, and now Hebner. Richie Hebner, who absolutely hated New York when he was with the Mets. Hooton with the pitch. 5-6, that's blank. Hebner will swing 2-5, star 6. He flies out to center, and Hooton has a 1-2-3 inning. And after 3, still 1-0 in favor of the Bucks. Fourth inning coming up. Here is Davey Lopes, 0 for 1. Royce ready to deal. Jerry Royce, 6-3. That is a blank. He is not tired. Lopes, 5-4. That's going to be a double straightaway center field. Lopes goes ahead and cracks one into center for a 2-bagger. First hit for the Dodgers in this game. Now the batter is Buckner. Buckner 0 for 1. Infield will be normal. And Lopes got a very good stealing threat. See what he's got here. That is a 1. And 17 is a stolen base rating. Royce +1 is an 18. Sanguillen -1's at 17. Lopes could steal third, and I think he's going to do it. So a 1-17, Lopes is going to make it to third base. And he does. And we have a possible error by Sanguillen. His error rating is a 13. And he does commit an error, and he throws that away. Davey Lopes, he throws that away. That is an error. Davey Lopes will come in to score. We're tied at 1. Lopes gets a stolen base, and we have an E2, which allows the Dodgers to tie the game. Wow. What a bad throw by Manny Sanguillen. He hits a home run, but he allows Lopes to come in to score on a throwing error, trying to steal, and he is safe. Tied at 1. And now Buckner will bat with no one on base. First error on the Pirates in the game. Royce, 6-4. That's an error on a throw. Buckner will swing 2-3. That's a line drive to short. There is no throwing error there. And that is out number 1. Here's Dusty Baker. Baker 0 for 1. Royce, 6-3, blank. Baker, 6-4, ground out to second base. I know I'm reading the dice. I always read the black die first, and I always usually read the darkest die first, and the darkest die is always top. I know the yellow's up top, and I know the black is that side, but no, that's how I do it. So that's how I roll it. As you can see, we got the Pirates colors, black and yellow, and they have the white, and they're using a white D20 as they are wearing their home jerseys. Jerry Royce will now pitch to Garvey. Garvey 0 for 1. Try to make the game a little bit more pleasing to the eye. Royce, 3-5, error on a grounder. Garvey will swing 2-3, and that's going to be a base hit to right field. Let's see if we get a grounder error. That's hit to right, and that is Robinson. Robinson's error rating is a 0, so there is no error rating, and it's a good thing because the die roll was a 1. So there is no error on the base hit to right. Robinson will get it in there. So that is a single to right field. And we'll now see the Penguin, Ron Say. Infield is normal. Check to see if anything on the strat. 6. Let's see. No. At least I don't think so now with the new hit and run rules. But no, with 2 outs, we don't do it anyway. Garvey on first. Royce now in a little bit. But it's an unearned run to him, though. Royce with the pitch. 2-5. That's blank. Say will swing. 6-3. Fly out to center. Inning over. So 1 run, 2 hits, and an error. And the Dodgers have tied this game up at 1. Hooton coming up. And here is Al Oliver. Oliver is 0 for 1. Flew out to center. His first time up. Hooton with the pitch. And that is a 2-3. Home run question mark. Let's see what we got. Oliver's a lefty, a 1-14. That 10 passes. Oliver against a righty is a 12. This is the second time he got this. He didn't make it last time. Does Oliver get it this time? A 1-12. It is gone. Yes, he does. This time, Al Oliver does smack one as he decides to go the opposite field over left field fence. It is gone. High, deep, it's out of here. Pirates take the lead. Home run by Oliver. He had 12 of them in 76, and he gets that one 2-1 Bucks. Second home run that Hooton's given up today. Stadium cheers. Yay! Next up is Bob Robertson. Robertson is 0 for 1. Still no one out here in the bottom of the fourth. Hooton with the pitch, 5-4, range play. Robertson, 2-6. That's a fly ball to left field. That is hit to Buckner. Now, Bill Buckner in left field has a range of 5. And, of course, every Red Sox fan is going to say, where was that range in 1986? But he will make that catch. That's out number 1. So that's just a fly out the left. Where was that range? Although it really, of course, it was an error, but in that, in the greatest game ever played, Game 6 of the 1986 World Series. That's my opinion, of course, as a Mets fan. Richie Zisk is up next. He's 0 for 1. Hooton will deal. 1-6 against a righty. That's an automatic out. Star 5. He flies out the left. Buckner makes another play. 2 men down, and now Bill Robinson comes up. He's 0 for 1. Hooton will pitch. And that is a 1-6 against a right-hander. That is an automatic out. It'll be a star 6, a fly out to center. So there were 4 fly balls hitting this inning, but one of them was able to get out of the park. So 1 run on 1 hit. After 4, Pirates leading 2-1. In a game that the Dodgers won 6-0. Top of inning number 5 here is Joe Ferguson. Got thrown out at first on a slow rolling grounder on the new infield single base running rating rules. His last time up. Royce will pitch 1-5. That's a range play. Ferguson will swing 2-1, and against the lefty, that is a double to right field, but it's a range play. That is hit to Robinson. His range is a 3. Does he prevent the double from happening? Yes, he does. Bill Robinson makes a fine running catch, and again, Ferguson has a hit stolen from him. That's a fly out to right, out number 1. Ferguson goes back to the bench saying, what do I have to do to get on base? Here's Steve Yeager. Yeager 0 for 1. Royce will deal. 5-6. And against a right-hander, it's a blank. Yeager will swing. 6-2. Star 2. Ground out to third. And that is out number 2. And now Rick Auerbach. Auerbach is 0 for 1. Royce will deal. That's a 1-3. That's at the park. Three Rivers Stadium says 5-2, and that's just chopped to third base. Picked up by Hebner. He'll throw to first for the out. And a 1-2-3 inning. Halfway through the game, Pirates leading 2-1. And a pretty much rapidly moving game so far. What am I doing? Bottom of the fifth coming up. Manny Sanguillen comes up. He hit a home run his first time up, although he also made an error, which allowed the Dodgers to tie the score. So we'll see if Sanguillen can do it again. He had 2 homers that day, that year. Hooton will deal with it. Hooton throws a 3-5. That's a strikeout. That 9 is way out of there. Sanguian will swing 5-4. That's a ball hit to left field. That is a 2. Against a right-hander, Sanguian gets himself a nice single. Single to left. He'll go to first. And now here is Mario Mendoza. Yep, the inventor of the Mendoza line. Infield is halfway. Let's see if anything happening with the strat. Sanguian does have a little stealing threat. 15, no. Hooton will go ahead and pitch. That's a 4-1. That's a double question mark. Mendoza righty. A 1-15 is an automatic out. That is an 8. It passes. Let's see what kind of out it is. It's going to be a star 3. It's going to be a grounder to second. Do they turn the double play? 3, 4, 5. Shortstop for the Dodgers is Auerbach. He has no arm. A 1-5. They turn the double play, and they will do it. 2 outs. The Mendoza line strikes again. As we get the 4-6-3 double play. Here's the pitcher, Jerry Royce. Royce is 0 for 1. Hooton will deal. And that's a 5-4 range play. Royce will swing 2-2. That's a fly ball to center field. That's it to Dusty Baker. His range is a 2. He's not going to get it. Royce is going to get a hit. It's going to be a single or a double. That's going to be a single for Jerry Royce as he bloops it into center. Baker couldn't get to it in time. So Jerry Royce has himself a single. How big is that double play now? So 2 outs, runner on first. Stinnett will come up. He is 1 for 2. Infield will stay normal. Royce, no chance of a stolen base, but Hooton does have a chance of a pickoff, and the 8 says no. Hooton will pitch. 3-4. That's at the park. Three Rivers Stadium. 2-2, and that's just going to be a fly out to left, and that will end the inning. No runs. There were 2 hits. And after 5, it is 2-1 Bucks. Sixth inning underway. The batter for the Dodgers is Bert Hooton. He can pitch at 28 batters. He still has a lot left in the tank. Dodgers are going to let him pitch, are going to let him stay in there, so he's going to swing. Royce will pitch to Hooton. 2-2, strikeout, and that's a 1 or a 19, but it will not matter because Hooton's a 32, so that's a strikeout no matter what. So I'm not going to re-roll it because I already know that's going to go either way. That is strikeout number 4 for Royce. And, of course, this is 1970s baseball. We don't have a Kevin Cash type manager in the 70s. Davey Lopes, he is next. And he got a base hit, a double, and scored on an error when stealing third. Royce will pitch. 1-2, double question mark. That 17 is too high for either side. It's a blank. Lopes, 6-5, star 4, and it's a ground out to short. This game falls so, once you get the rules down, this game goes so smooth. Buckner is next up. He is 0 for 2. Royce coming up. 5-3. Strikeout. And that 3 they will get him. Yeah, he got him. Bill Buckner. That's a called strike 3 on Buckner. Against the lefties, a 4. -1 is a 3, and he got him. At his called strike 3, when I usually say when the ballpark pretty much helps out. Although on a 4, because on a 4 it would not have been a strikeout. So that is 1, 2, 3 innings. That's the 5th strikeout for Royce. And we go to the bottom of the sixth, still 2-1 Pirates. The Dodgers scored 6 runs in this game historically, but they're not doing it today. Dan Douglas joins us here at Three Rivers Stadium. And yes, Dan, I am using the new charts. Although remember, they are beta. They are beta charts. And I actually helped Chris with some of this work. I have Adobe Acrobat, so I was also able to help him edit some of the charts for him, add some stuff on them. So in a way, it's collaboration, but I'm not taking any credit, really. It's all him. He still has to approve it. I think he's made some great changes. Richie Hebner leads off for the Pirates. I guess I should put a batter out there. Hooton will pitch. And that is a 1-4. Walk. 8. Yep, that will walk him. Hebner is an 11. -3 does make an 8. And Hebner will trot down to first. And that is the first walk. Yeah, first walk issued by Hooton. He had 54 of them. Infield will go halfway. Here is Al Oliver. He blasted a home run his last time up. He is 1 for 2. Hebner, let's see if there's a steal going on. That is a 6. The answer is, let's see, 1 + 1 is 2. Oliver against a righty is a 4. So you would add +4 to the hit and run rating. I would make it a 6. But Hebner with a stolen base rating of 5. I'm not going to do a hit and run here. I'm going to let Oliver swing away. Even though right now, as you know, he did change the hit and run abilities concerning to the batter's K rate. And over here as well, and some of this I added, but I still use it as suggestion. Hooton will pitch to Oliver, and that is a 2-6. That's blank. Oliver will swing. 4-5. That's a fly ball to center field, and that'll be out number 1. I actually think he put pretty much everything he could on the chart, Dan. He pretty put everything he could on it. There really is no more room to put anything else on this charts. And he said he wanted this to be his last revision. He does not want to do this again. I will roll a strat. That is a 10, nothing happening. Hooton will pitch. 5-4, that's a range play. Robertson will swing. 2-2, and against a right-hander, that's a ground ball to second base. And that is hit to Lopes. His range is a 3, but the infield halfway is a 2. And he's not going to get it. That's going to be a base hit for Robertson. That's a single 4. Hebner's base running rating is a 3. Single 4 to get to third needs to be a 3 to a 6. He will automatically make it. So Hebner goes to third. Robertson at first on a base hit. Runners at the corners with 1 out. A chance now for Richie Zisk to bring in the run. Some people don't like some of the things he's trying to do. I said that's understandable. Remember, this is a play test. This is not official. But he did put a couple of the ideas I like in there that I told him about. You gotta give him some kudos. He is actually asking his customers what they would like to see, what could be changed, what could do this. Not many game companies or game developers do that. You got to give him some credit on that. He is literally asking the people who purchase his stuff, what would you like to see? That you got to give credit. That's major credit. I don't see Stratomatic or other companies doing things like that. They usually don't ask. It said, here, this is a game. If you don't like it, go somewhere else. Let's see. Let's roll a strat. See if anything happening. That is a 7, and I don't think anything is happening. Nope. So Hooton's going to pitch. The infield is going to stay halfway because Richie Zisk has a ground ball double plating 3 of 3, and Hooton's a +1's a 4. So they got a good chance to get a double play and get out of this inning. Hooton with the pitch. 4-6. Strikeout. 9. And that is got him. He gets Zisk, and that is a big strikeout by Hooton. Out number 2. And now can it be Bill Robinson to get him in? Yeah, you were fine with the throw chart as it was, but the addition is good too now that I've digested it. It is. It makes the arm, it really now makes the outfielder arms worth something, in my opinion. Not just a hold, a better chance to get an out. And it can hold back runs, and it's already done that in a couple of games. I like the addition of infield single. Now with the base run, with the battering runner could be thrown out. That's interesting. I like that idea. So there are 2 outs. The infield is normal. I will check a strat, see if anything happening. The 15 says no. Hooton will pitch. That is a 2-6. It's a blank. Robinson will swing. 4-3, and it's a star 1. It'll be a fly out to center. And Hooton gets out of the inning. No runs. There was 1 hit, a single. But after 6, it's 2-1 Pirates still. A lot of people say that the throwing arms may cut down on runs. I said, I really don't think so. There really is not much of a change. If anything, it's going to really take outs off the board, not allow runs to score. The scoring system is still the same. Now, you got to roll twice to see if there is going to be someone out. But it's really going to take outs off the board, because if the base runner, if it is a 6, all right, and it falls into his arm category, the runner holds now. He's not automatically out. I think that's good. I think that's good. And he did some major changes to the rare play chart, which absolutely needed an overhaul. It's still not what I would like to see, but I want to use his rare play chart now full time to check out some of the new stuff he's added to it. He did take off some stuff that was no longer necessary on the rare play chart. Where are we? Top of the 7th. Yeah. Dusty Baker, the Lizard, leads off for the Dodgers. Baker is 0 for 2. Royce with the pitch, 5-5. And against a righty, that is a home run chance. But Baker has a 0 against lefties. So there's not going to be a home run there. Baker will take a swing at the ball, 1-5, and he does get a base hit past second. So Baker doesn't get the homer, but he does get a single. Batter now is Steve Garvey. Garvey is 1 for 2. He's singled to right his first time up. Infield halfway. Let's see if anything happening on strat. That is a 4, and the answer is no. Baker on it first. Royce will pitch. And that is a 5-4. That's a blank. Garvey gets to swing. 5-4. And that is a line out to first. Ouch. A 1-4. Baker is out on a double play. And he is 2 outs. Oh, man. Line out to first base. L3 unassisted. As Baker was being held, it went right to Robertson. He tags the bag. 2 down. And now we got Ron Say. Say is 0 for 2. Royce will pitch. 6-2. That's a blank. The Penguin will swing. 4-2. Star 3. And that's a ground out to third. And the inning ends. So no runs and a hit for the Dodgers. And it is still 2-1 Pirates. And we are now at the 7th inning stretch. Sing your Take Me Out to the Ball Game. I will be right back. Don't forget, we've got 10-minute ticker tonight to see what happens behind baseball world. And our next game tomorrow night on May 18th, which is actually my birthday. But tomorrow is not my birthday, but May 18th, the game day is. The Texas Rangers are going to take on the Kansas City Royals. Jim Umbarger will go up against Al Fitzmaurice tomorrow night. We go back to the American League. So we've got the Rangers taking on the Royals tomorrow night. And that should be fun. Texas right now is 13-14. The Royals are 11-14. So both these teams are trying to still jockey for position early here in the 76 season. So Rangers and Royals. That will be tomorrow night. Bottom of the 7th we go. Pittsburgh leading 2-1. Bert Hooton is going to stay out there. He's due to bat 4th in the 8th inning. The Pirates will send Manny Sanguillen to the plate, and he is 2 for 2, a home run and a single tonight. Hooton knows he may have to be a little careful with Sanguillen. Hooton will pitch 3-6. That's an automatic out. Star 1, and that's a fly out to center. Sanguillen is retired for the first time tonight. Here's Mario Mendoza line, and he's 0 for 2. Hooton with the pitch. 2-1, that's a walk. That 4, it does get in there, but -3 from Three River Stadium. Mendoza can't get the walk. As the umpire calls that a strike, he said, you better swing. Mendoza will, 1-4, and that is a ball hit to left field. And that is a 2. Mendoza has himself a single. How about that? Mario Mendoza actually gets a base hit, a single to left. Now, Jerry Royce is the next batter. Royce can usually pitches to 30 batters, and he's still pretty strong. Do I want to pull him or do I want him to bunt? That's my question. Do I want Royce to bunt or do I want to pull him and bring on a pitcher? Let me look some. Royce, like I said, having a good night tonight. National League Baseball. Let me check the bullpen, see if there's anybody worth bringing out. They do have some decent players in the pitchers in the bullpen. Pittsburgh didn't stink that year. They only finished, a game back of the Phillies? They didn't stink. That was a heck of a team. I'm going to yank. I'm going to yank him. I'm going to yank Royce, and Royce only has a bunt rating. But then again, Royce can hit, though. He's got a 242 average. I'm going to let him swing. I'm going to let him swing. And I'm not going to see if I'll roll a strat, see if anything happening. That is a 5. No. Mendoza's not going anywhere, and Royce is not going to hit and run. So I'm going to let him swing away. Hooton will pitch. 3-6, and that's an automatic out. That's going to be a star 1. It's a fly out to center. So at least Royce doesn't ground out. So there are 2 down. And now here's Rennie Stinnett. Stinnett is 1 for 3. Singled his first time up. Check the strat. 8-6 says nothing. Hooton will pitch. And that is a 3-3. That's a walk. That 15 is too high. Stinnett will swing. 5-3. And he pops out to short. And that will end the inning. So another pitcher's duel pretty much here. No runs. There was a hit. After 7, the Pirates still lead 2-1 in another pitcher's duel. Had a whole bunch of games where I had high scoring, and now the last few have been pretty much normal baseball scores. Top of the 8th. Leading off for the Dodgers will be Joe Ferguson. He's been robbed, in my opinion, twice of 2 hits. Ferguson is 0 for 2. Royce, 4-4. That's a walk. That's 6. And Ferguson says, well, if I can't use my bat, I'll just use my eyes. And he'll go to first. That is a walk to Ferguson. And that's only the first walk issued by Royce. Steve Yeager comes up. He's 0 for 2. Infield will be halfway. See if anything happening. Ferguson does have speed. 19. No, nothing. Steeler fan joins us here at 2.5 Rivers Stadium. Royce will pitch. And that is a 4-6. That's a walk also. That 9 against the lefty. Yep, that's going to walk him. And Royce has suddenly walked the first 2 batters. And the Dodgers are in business here with 2 men on and no one out. And the batter is Rick Auerbach. It is the 8th inning. I can make position player changes. And I'm going to do just that. So Auerbach is going to come out of the game. And the Dodgers are going to bring in Bill Russell. And he'll also take over at short. Bill Russell will come in as Auerbach's going to go take a seat. Russell, 274 average, 5 homers, 65 RBIs. He will go up against Royce now. The infield is remaining halfway. Possible. Let's see if anything on the strat. That is a 10, and the answer is no. Royce will pitch to Russell. That's a 2-6. Strikeout, 16. Too high. Russell will swing. 1-5. Base hit to center field. We got a single. Will it score Ferguson? Base running rating is 3. Single to center field, +2 is a 5. Center fielder for Pittsburgh is Oliver, +1 is a 6. There is no throw. Ferguson will automatically, at least not home, Ferguson automatically comes in to score. Yeager's base running rating is a 2. To get on a single to center, to get the third is a -1, so it's a 1. And of course, Oliver +1 is a 2. So a 1-2 on the black die. Yeager gets the third. 3-5 he holds. 6, possible out. That is a 4. He will hold it second. So as you can see, Dan, the actual base running mechanic hasn't totally changed. So that is a single to center, and scoring is Ferguson. Yeager had to hold there. And now we're tied at 2. As stadium groans a little bit. Ugh. Bill Russell comes through with a pinch hit RBI single. Bert Hooton is scheduled to bat. They will take him out. The Dodgers again will go to the bench. And they will bring up Ted Sizemore. Sizemore, 241 average, no homers, 18 RBIs. He'll pinch it against Royce. And what are they going to do here? Are they going to take Royce out? And they are going to take out Jerry Royce. So Royce is done. The Pirates are also going to go to the bullpen. I think they're going to bring in a right-hander to deal with Sizemore. Who are they going to go with? It's a 2-2 tie game. I think you go with one of your best guys. And coming on to pitch is going to be Kent Takovi. 5 wins, 3 losses, 9 saves, 2.545 ERA. Kent Takovi wearing the glasses and the striped black hat that the Pirates wore that year. That's how I remember him. Runners at first and second, no one out. Sizemore will bat. Why 2.5 Rivers? I don't get it. Well, I know you liked 3 Rivers Stadium when the Steelers were there. I was just pulling your chain. 2.5 Rivers because they're 3. Let's see what we got here. Are we rolling a strat? Yes. And it's 9 says nothing. Takovi will pitch. And that is a 6-1. Strikeout 11, too high. Sizemore swings. 6-6. Line out back to Takovi. That's an out. Now you got runners at first and second as somebody doubled up. That is a 6, and the answer is no. No, there's nobody on third, so Takovi cannot. Both runners get back safely. 1 out. Oh, that should have been a double play. Someone should have been out, but no. So line out back to Takovi. Runners stay where they are, and here is Davey Lopes. You're okay with the Ohio River not fully counting. Lopes is 1 for 3. See if anything happening this time. 13, no. Takovi will go ahead. Get that out there. Takovi will pitch. 5-2 against a right-hander. That is an automatic out. Let's see what kind it is. That's a star 5, and it's going to be a ground ball to third. Question is where? That is a 4, and that's right at the third baseman. Choice of force only at third base, or try to first, second, to first double play. Well, you're going to try for the double play. 3-0-4. Second base pivot, Stennett, 0 arm. A 1-4. The Pirates get out of the inning. Yes, they do. Third base to second base to first base. They turn the double play, and they're out of it. Side retired. Around the horn. But 1 run comes in for the Dodgers on 1 hit and a couple of walks. Tied at 2. Bottom of the 8th inning, leading off for the Pirates is Richie Hebner. They're going to bring out a right-hander to deal with him. Let's see. I think we'll go with a right-hander. Or let's see. Let me see what they're going to do here. No, you know what? They're going to bring out a lefty, I think. Hold on. Let me look at Oliver. Yeah, they're going to go with a left-handed hitter here. A left-handed pitcher, I should say, not hitter. Let's see who the Dodgers want to bring out. Coming on to pitch for the Dodgers will be Stan Wall. 2 wins, 2 losses, a save, a 3.60 ERA. Stan Wall will pitch to Hebner. This is the year Candy no-hit the LAD at Three Rivers. Yep, that's right. Stan Wall will pitch to Hebner here. Bottom of the 8th, tied at 2. Wall, 5-1. Range play. Hebner will swing. 3-3. That is a base hit to center field, but it is a range play. Baker's range is a 2. He will make the catch. Out number 1. He takes a single away from Hebner. And that becomes a fly out to center. Great play by Dusty Baker. Now here's Al Oliver. Wall will pitch. Oliver is 1 for 3, has a home run in the game. Wall, 6-2. And against a lefty, strikeout plus. That will get him. Oliver, that's a 4. That would make that a 14. And that will get him. So Oliver goes down easily there. Struck him out. 2 down. Here's Bob Robertson. Robertson is 1 for 3, has a single. Wall with the pitch. 5-1. Range play again. Robertson, 6-4. That's a star 3. It's a ground ball to second base. That's hit to Lopes. His range is a 3. He won't get that one. That's a base hit for Robertson. Bob Robertson gets his second hit of the game. He's now 2 for 4. Keeps the inning alive. And Richie Zisk is next up. Zisk is 0 for 3. Infield is normal. There are 2 outs. I will roll for Strat. And that is a 7. Nothing happening there. Wall will pitch. 3-3, and against a righty, it's a blank. Swing by Zisk. 3-2. Double to right field for Zisk. But will that score Robertson? Robertson's base running rating is a 1. With 2 outs, it's a 2. Double to right to get to home, -1 is a 1. The right fielder is Ferguson, +1, so it's a 2. A 1-2 on the black die. Robertson will score. 3-5, he holds at third. 6, possible out. That is a 4. Robertson will not score. He will have to hold at third. Not enough speed, and Zisk will get to second. On a double to right, but could not get the run in. And now a chance for Bill Robinson to try to get the run in. Fans here at Three Rivers hoping for something good. Robinson is 0 for 3. And what are they going to do here? Are they going to let him pitch? Are they going to let Wall pitch to Robinson? They're going to take Wall out. Wall's going to go to the bench. They're going to bring in a righty to deal with Robinson. They're going to play the percentages in this case. And it will be Mike Marshall to pitch to Robinson. Robinson against righties is not as good against lefties. Mike Marshall, third Dodger pitcher, 6-4, 14 saves, 3.99 ERA. He'll pitch to Robinson. Bottom of the 8th inning, 2 outs. You really need to keep the Pirates from scoring here. I am rolling the strat, see if anything happens. That is a 15, no. Marshall ready to pitch. Robinson ready to hit. 6-5, strikeout, 16. Oh, it's too high. Robinson is 16, but -1 is a 15. And that is a 16, so it's a ball. So Robinson gets to swing. And that's a 5-3, and it's going to be a base hit past third. Robinson comes through with a single. Robertson comes in to score. Zisk, base running rating is a 2. From second to home on a single past third, needs to be a 5. He will, even with 2 outs, he will have to hold at third. But Robinson gets a big RBI single. Pirates take the lead 3-2. Stadium cheers. Yay! Bill Robinson, big RBI single off of Marshall. And now here's Manny Sanguillen. Marshall's going to pitch to Sanguillen. He pretty much has to. He's got a man pitch, even though Sanguillen does hit righties pretty decently. Sanguillen is 2 for 3, a home run and a single. 2 outs. 3-2 Pirates now. We will roll the strat, see if anything happening. The 5 says no. Marshall will pitch to Sanguillen. Runners at the corners, 2 outs. 2-5. That's a blank. Manny will swing. 1-3. No, it's a star 5. It's going to be a ground out to short. The throw will go to first to get Sanguillen, and the inning is done. But the Pirates, 1 run on 3 hits. After 8, 3-2 Bucks. Will we see some 9th inning magic? Top of the 9th. Bill Buckner leads off for the Dodgers. He is 0 for 3, but he will bat. Takovi will not pitch to him. Pirates will bring out the closer. They actually got a number of pitchers that can close the game. They need to bring out a lefty, and they're going to go with Ramon Hernandez. Bill Buckner does not hit lefties as well as righties, but he will bat because he hits 301. Bill Buckner against Ramon Hernandez. Top of the ninth inning. 3-2 Pirates. Pirates now looking to change history. They lost this game historically. Hernandez with the pitch. 2-6 against the lefty. That's a walk plus 10, but it might not be enough. Against the lefty, that's a 13. -3 is a 10. The 19 says no, because Buckner did not walk much that year. But Buckner swings. 5-4. It's a star 2, and he flies out to right. And that is the first out. Here's Dusty Baker. He'll bat. Baker is 1 for 3. Singled his last time up. Hernandez will pitch to him. That's a 4-3. That's at the park. Three Rivers Stadium says 5-5. That's going to be a fly ball to left field. Putting that away is Zisk, out number 2. And the last chance for the Dodgers is Garvey. Garvey is 1 for 3, has a base hit. And they're going to let Ramon Hernandez pitch to him. Garvey does not hit the lefties as well as the righties. But Garvey bats .317, so that's why you say Garvey played in every single game that year. Ramon Hernandez trying to get the save. 3-2 Pirates, 2 outs, top of the ninth. 3-2, walk, 19, that's high. Garvey will swing. 4-1, and that's a base hit past second. The game will continue. Garvey gets a single, his second one of the game. What, did you expect a 1-2-3 closing inning at RJL 5-1-8? I think not. Garvey on it first, and now here's Ron Say, the Penguin, and he can definitely get a hold of one. And let's see what they're going to do here with Ramon Hernandez. And Hernandez is going to be yanked out, and they're going to bring in a righty to pitch to Say. Let's see who they're going to go with. And they're going to go with Larry Demery. 10 wins, 7 losses, 2 saves, .317 ERA. It'll be up to Demery to try to get the save now. Say's going to stay out there. He belted 23 homers. Doesn't matter who's on the mound. 2 outs. Garvey on it first. 3-2 Pirates. Top of the ninth. Am I rolling a strat? The answer is actually yes. That is a 16, nothing happening. Demery will pitch to the Penguin. Demery, 6-1, strikeout 1, swing and a miss, struck him out. That's your game. Pirates go ahead and upend the Dodgers today, 3-2. No runs and a hit for the Dodgers as the Pirates come away with a big win against LA. And they turn history around. They lost this game historically. They will win this game in my season. Good baseball game. Another close matchup. Don't go away. 10-minute ticker and final line score coming up. For the Pirates, 3 runs on 10 hits and 1 error. For the Dodgers, 2 runs, 5 hits, and no errors. Kent Takovi picks up the win in this game, even though Royce pitched beautifully, but Takovi was the pitcher of record when the run was scored, so he gets the win. Stan Wall does pick up the loss as the run was charged to him, and Larry Demery does get the save. It is time for the 10-minute ticker, brought to you by FastScore Baseball from Replay Sports. First, we know that it's a 3-2 win for the Pirates. And let's get going. We start at the bottom here. Black die will be red first. Milwaukee taking on Boston. The Red Sox have been hot. Milwaukee has an 8. 44, and that is 4 runs. Boston has a 12. 12, nope, that's not going to win at this time. That's going to be a win for the Brewers. Minnesota, California, Twins have an 18. 62, and that's going to be 9 runs. California has an 11. 24, and that is 3 runs. The Twins will win that. Cleveland taking on Detroit. Indians, 15. 32, and that is 4 runs. Detroit has 11. 12, and that is 0. The Tigers are really underachieving so far in this season. At this time, I think Detroit had like 13 or 14 wins, and right now the Tigers only have 6 wins in May. They are the worst team right now in this game. White Sox taking on Kansas City. White Sox have an 8. 53. That's not bad. That is 5 runs. Kansas City has a 15. 54. And that is 7 runs. Kansas City will beat the White Sox. Baltimore taking on the Yankees. Baltimore has a 6. 61. And that is 5 runs. The Yankees have a 9. 31, and that is 3 runs. The Yankee haters will like it today as the Yankees lose. Texas at Oakland. The Rangers have a 3. 45, and that is 3 runs. Oakland, however, a 21 with Vida Blue on the mound. 31, yeah, that should pretty much win that game. It does. 5-3, a win for the Swingin' A's. Montreal taking on the Braves. The Expos have a 10. 62, 7 runs. Atlanta has an 18. 13, that's not good. That's 2 runs. And Montreal will beat the Bravos. Padres and the Cubs. Padres have an 8. 56, and that's a good roll. That's 6 runs with an 8. Cubs have a 20, though. 56 on a 20, and that's 8 runs. The Cubs will outscore the Padres. Mets and the Reds have a doubleheader today. Oh, boy. Matlack and Swan against Nolan and Gullett. Can my Mets at least get a split? I don't know. It's 7 versus 12 and 7 versus 16. Matlack Mets have a 7 with Matlack. 52, that's a good roll. That is 4 runs. But the Reds, though, and they are the best team in the game, they got a 12. 42, and that is going to be 4 runs as well. So we got a tie game. We got extras. Mets have a clutch of -2. So 6 minus 2 is 4. The Reds have a clutch of -3. 2 minus 3 is -1. I go down to 1. The Mets will pull it out in extras. So it's 4 to 1. 4 minus 1. So I'm going to give the Mets 3 more runs. I'll make it 7. And the Mets do win the first game. Craig Swan going up against Don Gullett. Mets again have a 7. We got the split. I'm happy with that. And that is a 12. So on a 7, that is 0. So the Reds, I'm pretty sure, are going to give me some revenge. They have a 16, 54, and they just go ahead and pound us 7-0 in the second game. So so this one belongs to the Reds, but the Meds and Reds split the doubleheader. I'm happy to take 1 out of 2 against the best team in the game. Philadelphia going up against the Astros. Steeler fan hoping for a win. But Philadelphia has lefty on the mound, and they got a 21. 51 on a 21, and that's 7 runs. I don't think Houston could pull that off with a 5. 44, no, 3 runs. And the Phillies will beat the Astros, and Steeler fan will say rigged. San Francisco against the Cardinals. Giants have a 7. 31, that is 2 runs. And the Cardinals have a 10 with Pete Falcone on the mound. 24, and that's also 2 runs. So we got extras between the Giants and the Cardinals. San Francisco has a clutch of a 2. That is a 3 plus 2 is a 5. And the Cardinals have St. Louis is a clutch of -1. 5 minus 1 is 4. So 1 run's going to go to the Giants, and they will win that game 3-2. On our way now to May 17th. Milwaukee taking on Baltimore. Jim Palmer on the mound for the O's. But here's the Brew Crew with a 3. 63. That's 5 runs. Orioles have a 7. 14. That's not going to cut it. And the Brewers will beat the O's. California taking on the White Sox. California has a 21. And a 46 is pretty good. That's 7 runs. White Sox have a 2. I don't think they're going to win that. Even with a 62, that's only 5 runs. The Angels will beat the Pale Hose. Boston taking on Detroit. Boston has a 19 with Keon on the mound. 55, and that is a nice 8 runs for the Red Sox. Detroit has a 7 and 11, and 7-11 usually is lucky, but not in this case. That's a 0. Boston blows up Detroit. Texas taking on Kansas City. We have this game tomorrow. Texas with an 8. 55, and that is 5 runs. Dennis Leonard on the mound with a 13 for the Royals. 16, and that is just going to be 2 runs. The Rangers will win. Oakland taking on Minnesota. Oakland has a 15. 13, and that is 1 run. The Twins have a 15. That's a 42, and that is a 5 runs. Minnesota will beat Oakland. Atlanta and Houston in a doubleheader. Atlanta will take on against J.R. Richard, and Andy Messersmith against Richard, and Moret against Rondon. Atlanta has a 6. That is a 61. That's a 61 on a 6, and that is 5 runs. The Astros have an 8. Can they do better? Not with that 16, they won't. That's 1 run. Atlanta wins game 1. Game 2, Atlanta has a 15. 43, and that is 5 runs. The Astros have a 13. 63, and they're going to get 8 runs. So it'll be rigged / Astros win as Houston and Atlanta split a twin bill. Cincinnati taking on the Dodgers. Reds have a 13. 41, and that is 5 runs. Dodgers have Don Sutton on the mound. They have a 5, and that 42 won't matter, and that is 3 runs as the Reds continue to pound the National League West. Padres and Giants. Padres have a 6. That's 33, and that is 3 runs. Giants have a 4. 14, that's no runs. Padres shut out the G-men. Pittsburgh taking on the Cardinals. Pirates have a 14 with Bruce Keeson on the mound. 21, and that is 3 runs. Cardinals have an 8. 41, and that is also 3 runs. We got extras between Pittsburgh and St. Louis. Pittsburgh's clutch rating is a 0, so they get a 6. St. Louis has a clutch rating of -1. They cannot win no matter what. So it's 3 minus 1 is 2. So it's 4 runs. I'm going to give the Four runs I'm going to give the the Pirates. So that's going to be a 7-3 win for Pittsburgh in extras. That is your 10-minute ticker for the night. If your team won tonight, congratulations. If they didn't, there's always tomorrow. And tomorrow we'll have the Texas Rangers taking on the Kansas City Royals' Jim Umbarger against Al Fitzsimmons. I do want to remind people that play inside pitch. The beta charts are out. Please download them and use them as they are written. I would not really use any house rules at this moment. When you beta test, you shouldn't use your house rules. Use the rules as written, and then if you see anything you don't like, make sure you mention it to Chris so we can make some changes, or he'll give you an explanation why it is the way it is. Because as I said, we have the new beta charts for inside pitch for the front and the back. So make sure you do download them from the forums. They are not on the main website. You have to get them from the forums right now because they are not official. He has nicely colored them in. So he got nice colors now, even more colors than before. He has also updated the rare play chart. Rare play chart has been changed. So definitely use that as well for my people that play inside pitch. And for those of you who are wondering about playing inside pitch that don't, you should be. Steeler fan, Dan Douglas, Dave Gardner, Tribe fan, Bob's Tabletop Sports, thank you all for joining me tonight. Please leave a like on your way out through the turnstiles. Subscribe if you've not done so. Stay safe, stay healthy, stay smart, stay strong. We'll see you tomorrow for more exciting inside pitch baseball action. Pirates beat the Dodgers tonight, 3-2 in a real close matchup. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Take care.